Hey guys, Adam Stroni here, and today I'm going to be shooting a video on reassembling the front suspension for the Mustang. This is something that I have done before in the past. As you can tell, these are newer springs, but not brand new, and that's just something I had to take apart for the engine swap. But the first matter of business is to reinstall these springs. Obviously, the first thing would be the control arms, but I've already got that in place. So that's going to be the first thing. I highly recommend buying these new isolators. The screw ones here go on the bottom, and the ones that sit flat go on the top. Alright, so you want your spring to be looking something like this. Yeah, then you're just going to want to jack it up. I do want to warn you that springs can be dangerous, so you definitely want to be careful. Make sure it's in place. Let's see, bottom looks good there, top is looking good. Very good. So the next matter of business is the wheel hub. That just simply goes on right here to the ball joint. And that connects to the inner outer tie rod, and we'll just put that on there. Alright, so I have that bolt torqued down. Next I'm going to put the strut in. The first thing I do is bolt the strut up to the camber plate, and I just let everything dangle here for a second. I put a little WD on this, then we'll just pop the knuckle right into the strut. So I got the strut attached to the knuckle there. I'm just going to have the bolt ready here and jack it up to the appropriate height. Then we should be able to get our bolts in and attach the caliper, which is currently dangling, which is very bad. Alright, so at this point there's not actually that much left to do. There's really two things. There's the brake and then the sway bar. And you can really probably do them in either order. I'm going to do the brakes first so our caliper's not dangling, but feel free to do the sway bar first and let your caliper dangle. Alright, first things first, you're going to want to clean off your brake rotor quite well, and if it's anything like mine, it's been sitting in the garage for 4 months, you're going to want to spray it down really well and then wipe it down with a microfiber. Just like so. Get that nice and clean. Alright, then you're going to want to flip it around and repeat. But I'll continue to clean this down and then meet you guys back inside. Alright, back inside with our spiffy looking rotor. We're going to be able to set that up there now. Okay, and then I always just take a lug nut and make sure it's all the way on there. And then that way when you're putting the bottom of the caliper bracket on, it won't wobble at all. I do apologize for all these dogs that are barking, by the way. Wow, look at that custom paint job, adding at least 5 horsepower. Anyways, one thing I've seen a lot of people do is add a little bit of anti-seize right where the brake pads sit, and supposedly that helps with brake noise and wear, and who knows, might not be helping, could actually be hurting, but you never know unless you try. The bracket sits just like so, with one bolt there and another one there. And since this is an American car, you have to whip out your 15mm socket. Alright, I got those two torqued down with the trusty Harbor Freight torque wrench. Yes, I am torquing. No, I'm not going to say the specifications, because I know there will be that guy in the comments who finds something wrong with something that I'm doing, so I'm going to leave that fun process up to you. But the next step is to put the brake pads right in there. Alright, brake pads are in. I put a little bit of anti-seize on the back. I know some people don't do that, some people do. I think it can't hurt. So the next step is to put our dangling but yet nicely painted caliper on the bracket. But first we have to compress the piston. I'm not going to show that because that's rather boring. If you're wondering, I just use a C-clamp, and that's about it. And the last step for the brake is right here, and that's to install the T50 bolt, and I'm just going to do that real quick. No need to show that garbage. So the last step here that I'm just going to show you guys real quick is the stabilizer bar and links. This is a diagram of what mine shows of how to install the links. And of course that does go right there, and then we'll get the bar in place and we'll call it a day. Alright, so kind of the final step here to the suspension is reinstalling the sway bar. You just reuse these guys here, and then we got the new bushings right there. So I just have it kind of loosely bolted into place now on both sides, so it's just kind of hanging there. Then next we'll just have to push this down and bolt it into place with the links which are dangling there. I'll update you when we have that finished. Also, my quality paint job. Take note. Alright, I've got the sway bar end link connected to the sway bar. Of course, just follow the diagram, very easy. Very happy with both of these products. They look quality. Of course, not tightened. I'm going to do the other side, get that in place before I officially tighten everything down. But this is basically how you rebuild your front suspension, guys. One other thing, don't forget to tighten these guys up here. And other than that, though, we are basically done. And thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.